Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson one. Today lesson we are going to start a new unit. As you couple of you know me, my name is Anjum Satar. Please, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Just a quick, introduction myself. I'm teaching with University more than 10 years, and I'm also teaching at University of Bradford. I do some work for Leeds. So I'll try my best to meet your expectation. If you have any questions, drop us email admin@university.co.uk or either email me anjum@university.co.uk. We'll start. So before starting our new unit, we'll go through the indicative content, what we're supposed to learn. Uh, Next few lessons, and let's please, I'll quickly share with you the okay, let's go through. Anybody any question before starting? Okay, so those are listening, don't hesitate if any point you not get it. So please, ask. We are always here to help you and guide you accordingly. And we'll start. Okay, welcome. Okay, so the unit title is, which we are starting, is a project. So project is a task. Project is any activity whatsoever. Like paint your house, you want to color your house, you want to plan your visit, you are going on a holiday. So this is also is a project. So whenever we do any project is a task, project is activity. So you want to recruit, you want to open a new store, you want to start a new business, it can be a project. So project need to be managed. So what is a management? Management is a task, management is a discipline. As a good manager is the success of any project is the success of managers, and the failure of any project is the failure of managers. So is a very, very crucial. So we have to understand the project management tools, those we can apply to become or make our project successful, and how effectively we manage. So this unit will give you the develop the project management skill through the planning and the business related project. So that will be in our discussion, which we will go through. We have, four learning outcomes. Each lesson will go through one learning outcome. Understand the principle of project management, explain the principle of project management, outline the skills, those required in the project management as a project manager. Second lesson will go through the can plan a project. Yes, we'll go through the planning process of the project. And lesson three will go through LO3, which will go through can implement a project, how we can implement the project. It quite linked with each other, and I'll show you and give you the couple of MS Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, but under that is one other program. It's called Microsoft Project. It's quite good to be. We have a knowledge about the project management, how we can use the software. I'll upload the manual, and that will also help you to learn about. It's good to be an employee, because at the end of the day we are using software to manage the project and the project. So lesson four will go through the review, the personal role and skill in a management project. Then we have indicative content. Overall discussion will, setting and then objective strategies, project team, risk assessment, monitoring, accountability of five. Project like a project life cycle, project life cycle, finish product life cycle, start. So project life cycle is in station, initiate, the project, implement, monitoring, controlling and planning is work together, really effective, and the employer of the project, your project finish. So in a skills required leadership, what does the leadership mean? Anybody who has any ability to influence another is a leader. So decision making means selecting the best course of action, time management, technical expertise. So these negotiation skill, communication skill, planning skill, and the project qualities need to be enthusiasm, because quite you enthusiastic with the, you're quite honest, you're quite passionate, inspiring, shared visions, organized passions and determination, and able to cope, with the pressures, integrity, honesty, empathy, quite, sincere with your work as a. So these are the quite really quality in the project management skills, the project managers need to be to make the project successful. Anybody, any question? Yes, yes, no, no, no question. Let's we'll move to, and we'll start, our first lesson. We'll go through, and okay, let's, So as we mentioned, understand the principle of project management, RLO1, and we have indicative content, which as mentioned in the unit specification. So today lesson will go through the key terms, which is what is a project? Okay, so what is the project? What is the project management, and why project management is important? And okay, so project management involves the application of the knowledge and the skills and the tools and techniques, the project activity to meet the project requirement. So how we can meet the project? Always the project in time, in cost, in quality. That is very, very crucial. We'll go through the key concept, the framework, and practices to make the project successful. So core component of the project management. So project scope definition. Scope of management involved controlling what is and is not included in the project. Key processes, we can look around the concept, the work breakdown structure, network diagram, program evaluation review technique. These will go through scope verification, scope control. Important, ensure all the work is required and when the work is required and is completed. And the project time management involve, the required manage timely completion, because there's a lot of costs involved and the penalties involved if the project not finished on time. Sequence, duration, estimation, schedule, and scheduling control, all these, we need to be look around setting the realistic target, smart goals and objective of the project. That's we need to be managed. Cost, different types of the cost, like fixed cost, variable cost. The fixed cost like a rent rates, stay fixed. Doesn't matter you start project or not, still you have to pay. And we need to be make sure, and then is a variable cost, the cost change with the level of output. So estimation, budget is a set nav for where we are, where we want to, and within how much cost, that's the financial where the fund will come. So we do the cost estimation, cost control. So if there is a budget and actual figures, will carry on finding the variance. So quality is very crucial in the success of, the project is complete. But what about the quality? Quality is mean what you said, what you do always meet the criteria of the project or the specification which was set, So assurance is very important and deliver and meet the required, standard of the project. We have a PMI. What is the PMI? It's called Project Management Institute. Okay, so human resource management in the project, the right person for the right job with the right skill, with the right ability at the right time, choosing the right person for the project is quite crucial, depend nature of the project and the skill required. Project communication management. Communication is need to be effective. It's two ways. Meeting, think globally, act locally, according to the wishes and desire and the mental level and ability and understanding the people. Then we need to be deliver and communicate people with the accordingly their ability, so they can understand the project and the pros and cons. Stakeholders mean anyone who has any interest in the project, like implies like wider public, HMRC, government, different agencies can be as stakeholders. They have an interest in the success of the project. So those there we need to be communicate. Project risk. What is meant by risk? Risk is the probability or the chance of happening. It's the cost risk, inflation risk. So we need to be make sure the project stay within the cost. Project will start and finish. So we have to manage the risk. We can't really 100% eliminate the risk, but we can transfer the risk, avoid the risk, or minimize the risk. So as a good manager, your job to be minimize the risk, the risk management. Project procurement, yes, buying the raw material from the right company with the good quality at the right time, not too much, not little. We can use it just in time inventory management system. We can plan, we can contract administration, contract closeout. So always we need to be look around, but because in commercial world these are called lot of penalties can be if they will not meet these requirement, and it's cost as a project. So project integration management definition involve the processes activity that needed to be identified, defined, and unify the coordinate of the various processes. That is very crucial. We need to do. Anybody any question? Including the project plan. Plan is where you are and where you want to go. Which date we project will start, which date will finish, what material will use. We should have an audit department quality check, so we are according to, and the objective of the project, the building will be handover for suppose we do the construction project for suppose when we'll start, when we'll do roofing, when we do the plastering, when the project will be handover as the ready. So if and how long warranty and of the project, that's quite crucial in term of. So we need to be look around. We have a project body of knowledge, so develop a project management institute, which is comprehensive set of the standards which we can look around the planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, closing. These are all the, it's called the five process of the group of the project, or the five step in the project. So we have a software is called Prince to the project, control environment. We have to look around the method, effective management of the project, emphasis on dividing the project into manageable, controllable stages and define the role and response. Let's say you're a project manager, you're a financial controller, you're a quantity controller, you manage the HR. So these are all a Gale project focus on interactive development where the requirement and solution enough to the collaboration. So collaborate with, we have a different methodologies including Kanban, Lean. Lean is one of the Japanese approach, which is mean reducing the waste or the waste management in the pick up time, that the material if and the cash can be struck, because for we have a limited resources and you have to make sure the limited resources used in a way to maximize the return in the project. Project development of the new educational software, the scope management, define the software features and the work breakdown structure, time management, develop, the project schedule with the milestone for the different phases like, design, coding, cost management, estimate, the cost in the resource, including the developers, software, license, and testing. The quality management, quality criteria, the software conduct, regular quality assurance control test and meet, the standard. So we can look around the human resource management, project managers, developer, tester, designer, necessary training, communication management, communication plan with the various stakeholder, risk management, and the risk management approach is risk register, procure management, where the stock will be buy, how much will we buy, when will we buy, how contract will be awarded, integration of the management, all the activity to the final deliverable, and ultimately, the project can be successful and complete. So that's, which we can look around these project management and these techniques. So let's, we look according to our first is explain the principle and the process of project management. So we said the project is mean the task and discipline. The success of the project is the success of manager. The success of manager is everything is depends upon. So we can look around the principle of the project, scope management, time management, the cost management, project quality management, project resource planning, communication, project risk management, project procurement, project integration, project stakeholder. So always we need to define, the control, what is and what is not being included in the project. So you have to look around these, all the principles, the cost, fixed cost, variable cost. You need to be make sure the quality you check, with the project. You look around the different process group, the planning and monitoring and controlling. We can look around, we can initiating and completing at different stages of the project, key processes, the plan at the stage, the training and the cost estimation. So you have a data, you have information, you have a knowledge. Communication, it need to be effective. We can focus on 7 C's: complete message, concise message, concrete message. Risk is mean a probability at the chance of happening. like rain risk, flooding risk, the shortage of material risk, the funding risk, the currency fluctuation risk. See, these are all sort of the risk we need to be managed. Risk can't be 100% eliminated, but it can be transferred, control, avoid. These, and our as a project manager, your try should be the minimize the risk. Stakeholders involvement is quite crucial in all different stakeholders. So principle of the project, objective and the goal setting, it need to be make sure the SMART goals of the project. SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Stakeholders, anyone who has any interest in the project, their interest should be kept in mind. Risk, so you identify the material risk, staff risk, reputation risk, lawyer risk, quality risk. So these are all the mitigation, different strategies we can use to address, like if we dealing with the foreign currency and you're buying the raw material, the price is going up. If you hedge, again, the foreign currency fluctuation can be used. So resource management, allocate the right resource at the right time with the right, quality, and avoid the bottleneck or the shortage. Quality management, establish the quality standard, SOPs, standard operating procedures throughout the project life cycle. Quality improvement, of course, if you done less time, so you have to look around the reducing the wastage, using the right skill at the right time. Leadership and management, the leadership mean anyone who has the ability to influence on other is a leader. Leader leads to leader in the long term perspective, foster collaboration, supportive environment in the project. So that need to be process of the project management initiation. These are all the, it's called the steps in the stages of the project management. So we can look around the purpose, scope of the project, stakeholders, feasibility study. You have a data, information, and knowledge, and make that is it a project is feasible, and cost and the benefit analysis you do. Project planning, create a comprehensive, the project plan include timeline, milestone, and deliverable. Resource planning, identify, allocate resources, including team members and budget and material. Risk management plan, develop the risk management plan, to identify, assess, and mitigate, the risk of these. Execution, the task management, implement the project plan by assessing the task and responsibility and the team. Look around the project, monitoring, track the project progress, how much we complete with the quality standard. Ensure that it meet the PMI or other standards, those within the industry, which project you're doing. Monitoring and control, we have a key performance indicator. So maybe you can think about it, even the balance scorecard model, not only the financial perspective, you need to look around the reputation. Chain management is the project scope, schedule, throughout the formal unfreeze chain and refreeze model, which we can think about the living gave, like taking out the ice cube, converting into the water, and then putting back, so we have to think about the chain, the practices of risk is management. Risk is the probability or the chance of happening. We can't be 100% eliminate the risk when you take the project. I will do the project, but you have to try to be how you manage the risk, do the work on time. Final deliverable, yes, ensure the project is deliverable, completed, meet the quality standard. Project reviews carry on, but this can be lesson need to be learned, and documentation handover, though formal requirements should be met. And then outline the skill. Skill is quite crucial to be make the project successful. Quality leadership, of course, leadership have the leadership style. It can't be think about the accidental managers or leaders. No, we want the leaders have the ability. Leader guide, leader motivate, leader have the power to influence another to achieve the objective of the project. Negotiation, to negotiate through interpersonal skill. Time management, start and finish dates. Risk management, problem solving, organization, technical knowledge. Budget, have the knowledge about the budget, types of budget, zero based budget, fixed budget, flex budget. Decision making means selecting the best course of action that suits, adaptability, conflict resolution, conflict management knowledge with the stakeholders, taking them on board, critical thinking, thinking beyond what you see, critical long-term impact of the project on the society and the stakeholders. Interpersonal skill is quite crucial. Interact with the various stakeholders at the different stages of the project. Project management tools, we can use the software like Microsoft Project. We have a lot of other software can be used to manage the project, stakeholders management, involving them effectively, telling them, what we're doing, what the impact will be, taking board, because otherwise strike in, and the union relationship, that is very crucial. Motivating skill, the motivation is the key factor. Like we can think about the basic needs of the stakeholders should be met, information, the teamwork, that's which we need to be think about. The leadership skill, inspiration, and ability to inspire and motivate the team worker toward achieving decision making means selecting the best course of action. Communication need to be clear and precise, and understandability according to the mental level of the stakeholder. Active listening, what the stakeholder is saying, the time management, prioritize the activities, schedule, develop and maintain the project schedule, and try to be complete. Risk identification and mitigation strategy, contingent plan need to be in place if this happen. What other plans we have, the project management software, plan, track, and report, which we can industry specific knowledge with the project, where the material, who many competitors and things, should be aware of. Quality is necessary for effective management. Essential flexibility, ability to adopt the change, the project scope and the timeline. Problem solving, address the challenges and finding the solution of the problem. Integrity, ethic, moral principle, paying the at least national minimum wage to the employees, meeting all the legal requirement. It's quite big task. It's not easy, but we have to make sure we and the project manager trustworthy, trust between, there shouldn't be the gap of the trust between the stakeholder. Resilience, presence of maintaining focus, which we need to be face the setback or difficulties, stress management, the skills we have, attention to details, through thoroughness is quite crucial, and fully understand accuracy, empathy with the various team members, understand their feeling, their sentiments, their language. So that's why if you're an international project manager, you have to think globally, act locally, understand the local rules and regulations. So the success of any project is quite, leader play the key roles, planning of the project, manage each stage. You have a quality standard in time, in cost, and quality, satisfaction of the stakeholders. The project start within the project dimension and should be finished. And these are some recommended books, guys. Those are some available on our Moodle page, which we can. Okay, other than that, if you want to look around, quickly show you one or two other websites that's also help you if you want to look around and explore, extra resource. Okay, so I quickly show you. Okay, so what we can do if you're okay, so guys, right here, project management. And next to that, if you write the word Kaplan, Kaplan is a publisher which is published the book, so you can find the chapter of the book. That's quite good too. You can see here it's called Kaplan Knowledge Bank project management. So you can look around the what is the project management is about. Yes, so stages of the project. So you will see the lot of illustration examples of illustration, and you will see the risk and how we can low, medium, high, and that's quite good to look around in. Yes, the benefit and how we can manage, different tools and techniques. Further, we'll enhance, in the following lesson. I'll share with you the book. Okay, so today lesson we went through the basic concept and stages of the project. We discuss about risk management. We discuss about the time management. We discuss about the communication. We discuss about what makes the project successful. and work breakdown, structure, and how we can schedule the project and complete the project within time. So we discuss about PMI, Project Management Institute, the what is the project, it means task, any activities can be called as a project, and we need the right person for the right job, the right time, the right place. We need the logistic management, good negotiation, leadership, and time management skills of individuals to be involved in the project. So that's all from my end. Hope I'll speak to you during our next lesson. And please, look LO2 before, our next lesson. Thanks for attending and have a nice time. Thank you. Bye-bye.